But you can see him in Elizabethtown on June 1st if you want to make that trip. And he'll delight you there too. Please welcome to the stage, Layson Brooks. Where, Layson? Layson. There he comes. All right, Layson Brooks, everybody.
What's going on, Ghostlight? I would give you a long introduction, but you've all seen it before. Just gonna give a quick demographics. It's like, I was gonna come in here and I was gonna say that it was like 2/3 Byron and Barclay and like 1/3 West Side of Frederica. But I'm starting to look back and it's kind of like more like Bass Pro Shop up in here. So, you know, we can start there, man. It's good to be in here, man. It's summertime, right? Everybody going on vacation? Y'all excited? It's kind of chilly outside, but we're gonna make it do what it do. Sometimes when you catch up with a lot of your friends, you know, you're seeing people that you don't see because, you know, we had COVID and we was locked down for a couple years. And sometimes those are good reunifications. Sometimes they're absolutely fucking horrible. I have a friend. He's rather famous, but I won't use his name. We'll call him JP. JP is in the arts just like I am. He works with films and movies. And I hadn't seen him for a while. We went to college together and I ran into him. And we were talking about kids, we're both parents. And he was like, man, I heard you doing comedy. I'm like, yeah, I do comedy. Oh, I'll come out and see you. No, you won't. Anyways, he proceeds to tell me a story about his young son. Now, they only had one kid at the time. He says, man, me and my wife, you know, we're newlyweds, we're having kids. You know, sometimes things you need assistance in the bedroom. I'm laughing on the inside and I'm like feeling his pain on the outside. And he said, my kid comes in the door. One day I'm in my studio and the kid comes in and he has this ring. And I said, well, you know, what, has he got your wedding ring? He said, no, it's a cock ring, Layson. Now I've done some freaky shit. I had not even heard about a cock ring. So I said, well, what did you do? He said, well, I said, you know, I kind of explained to him, I was like, mommy and daddy, sometimes we wrestle. And when we wrestle, daddy gets excited, but then the excitement doesn't last that long. So daddy puts a little ring around it. And I was like, oh, you really told him it was little? And so that was that. So, about 3 years later, I run into JP again. Hey man, it's good to see you. I hadn't seen you in a while. You been working on anything new? He says, yeah. He says, man, but it happened again. I said, what? He said, well, my daughter, this time they have 2 kids. So my daughter is going in my wife's dresser right next to her bed. And she pulls open the top drawer. And she's seen this little bullet. And she was walking around the house and she was tossing it up and down. And she walked in there and she said, Daddy, what is this? And this time I looked at my wife and I said, you want to take this one? And I just got said, man, Pete, you know what? JP, when you see me, just go the other way. Because I'm not trying to hear more stories from the porn house. It's crazy. My daughter's getting out of school, so it means I get to hear more of her stories. Little boy at school likes her, name is Felix. I'm going to tell y'all about Felix because I had to hear about him. And Felix picks on her and he talks to her in class. And I said, well, baby, why are you talking to him? She said, Daddy, well, he talked to me first. I said, well, you don't got to talk back. She said, Daddy, that's rude. I said, sometimes you just got to just be quiet. She said, well, if he talks to me and I get in trouble. I said, well, you tell the teacher. Can I kick him in the no-no square? First of all, why would that be the first place you go? And as a man, I'm saying, no, well, let's hold off on that. Because I'm a father, too. I don't want you, getting pushed around. So she said, I said, tell the teacher. Teacher will do something about it. Well, Daddy, what if the teacher doesn't do anything about it? Okay, well, then you move away from it. Well, what if he comes up around me? I said, well, you tell the teacher. What if the teacher doesn't do anything about it? So this went back and forth for 20 minutes in my car. I was almost about to turn around and take her back to her mama. And finally, I shouldn't do this, I don't advocate doing this in front of your children. I was like, fuck Felix. Fuck him. I got tired of hearing about Felix, man. Felix got on my goddamn nerves. It's crazy, man. And I hate to be that way, because I have 2 boys, and I got this little girl, and she's getting on my nerves. I'm telling you, I try to find, different outlets. Like, I go to the gym, I try to work out, I don't know if y'all can tell, I work out a little bit. Yeah, I work out a little bit, I try to get my press on. And then the other day, I noticed there was a kid, we're about 40. There's a man working out like 3 machines down from me. And I know this guy, because I beat the shit out of him in like 8th grade. I mean, it was his fault, but I beat the shit out of him. I mean, that's objectively, if you saw the fight, you would say that I won. So in my mind, he's in there, and I see him again. I said, wait a minute. Is this motherfucker training? I said, I'm in this bitch too. Man. We can go round 2, damn it. Geriatric version. You're not about to whoop me now, man. I got the first win, I'm going 2-0. Recently, we got another pandemic going on. People getting mad at comedians, rushing the stage and shit. Started with Chris Rock when he got slapped into the Odin sleep. Then they ran up on Dave Chappelle, and then he got hit. Have y'all seen the pictures? Ooh, you want to see a grade A tier 1 ass whooping? That's what that is. They beat the fuck out of him. So I always tell people, and it was never an issue for me. People say, Lacey, man, are you proud? You get worried about somebody running up on stage and, because you said something? I said, no, I serve you. You get a 3-piece with all the fixings if you run up on here. And the odds is not in your favor. I'm at a higher ground, and I have a mic stand. I mean, it's not gonna look good for you. And it's gonna go viral, because now everything is online. Everything is online. I got videos online, I probably got a couple of dick pics floating out there. So what? Shit. I'm not ashamed to say. Why are you pointing at her? Have y'all?
To her?
Yeah, what?
Did you send them to the... No, I didn't get any of those.
No. I had another joke in line. I think I need to explain something to you. Look around this room. What stands out? You sending random dick pics to white women? What's wrong with you? Shit, I'm in Kentucky, goddamn it. I mean, my child is biracial, I do that in cheeks, but I'm not just sending no random dick pics to nobody. Shit, they ain't got screens big enough, so I'm what the meat? He knows what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna be there.
He thought he was gonna go the whole set, and I wouldn't mention it. He sees me. We gave each other the look too. I was like, make sure you know where the X is at, bro. In case the shit go down. You know what I'm saying, man? Y'all like Bob Ross?
You ready?
Yeah, Bob Ross. Yeah. Yeah, another fellow artist. And I'm like a big documentary person. Like, if you got a good documentary, if you see me after the show and you're like, hey, Lexington, you should watch this, I'll probably go home and watch it. But I'm watching this documentary. It's on Netflix, I believe. It's called Happy Trees, Happy Life, which is the most ironic title ever. Because when you watch the documentary, you find out some shit. And one of the things that I found out, because you like to look at your idols and think that they're pure and they don't have the flaws that we have. But I'm looking at this video, and Bob Ross had an affair. And you know the little show he did in the closet with the black, yeah, that show. So he'd be up here and like, hey, welcome, this is Bob Ross. Happy trees. Put a little happy trees over there. See, anybody can paint. All you gotta do is have this. So I just thought, man, you know, this man's so pure and innocent, and his flip side.